Welcome to This Week in the Asia Pacific, presented by The Diplomat. Today is May 12th, 2023, and here's your roundup of this week's Asia news. On May 7th, Japanese Prime Minister Kishida Fumio arrived in Seoul for a summit with South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol. The trip continued the process of repairing the fraught relationship following Yoon's own trip to Japan in March, but historical issues continue to cast a long shadow. On May 8th, Uzbekistan's President Shavkat Mirziyoyev announced a snap presidential election scheduled for July 9th. Following soon after a constitutional referendum lengthened the presidential term, the election will bestow Mirziyoyev with a fresh 7-year term. No meaningful competition is expected. On May 9th, former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan was arrested in Islamabad, sparking violent protests by his supporters. He was released on bail on May 12th, but not before 2,000 of his supporters were arrested. Also on May 9th, Thailand's former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra pledged to return to the country in July after 17 years in self-imposed exile. He fled abroad in 2008 after being ousted in a military coup. Now his daughter is a candidate for Prime Minister in elections set for May 14th. On May 11th, Indonesia hosted the 42nd ASEAN Summit, with a major focus on the ongoing civil conflict in Myanmar and the South China Sea. There were no breakthroughs on either issue, however, with current ASEAN chair, Indonesian President Joko Widodo, admitting there had been no progress on the Myanmar crisis in particular. That's the biggest news from the Asia Pacific this week. For more on these and other stories, check out thediplomat.com.